Hi, everyone. Harry here to talk about some really incriminating new evidence against Donald Trump in the Mar-a-Lago case. The evidence comes from an aide, a longtime aide who was with him starting in the White House in 2018 and went with him from the White House to Mar-a-Lago until she finally quit because of her uneasiness with all that was going on. So, recall in the Mar-a-Lago case, he is charged with absconding with classified documents, etc., but also with obstruction and obstructing the investigation into it. And there's, the broad outline is he stalls and bobs and weaves. And then finally, he receives this subpoena, which should have been anybody's signal that the gig is up and it's time to comply. And instead, Evan Corcoran, his lawyer, comes down and he basically keeps him in the dark, lies to him. And then that's also where Walt Nauta and Carlos de Oliveira come in terms of hiding boxes and the like. So that's obstruction. And Molly Michael, the aide, she talked to investigators last year, and we now know from reports what she said, presumably through her lawyers, I would think, or else maybe Trump's lawyers, because that grand jury material has been turned over. But it ain't good. Okay, now the headline here that you're maybe already seeing is how he writes to-do lists for her and does it repeatedly on classified documents. So he's got classified documents there, and he actually is making lists and sending them to her. And, in a kind of general sense, that's really riveting testimony. It just shows how cavalier he is, how he doesn't care a fig about the classification status and the like. And again, he does it repeatedly. In fact, they serve the search warrant eventually. They go search and get everything, but these note cards and to-do lists on classified documents, they're still at the bottom of her desk, and she retrieves them and turns them over. So that's, you'll definitely put on that testimony, and it'll show his complete indifference to the law. But more important is a couple statements that he gave her. So this is just at the very time when he's obstructing and trying to get away with having provided only 15 boxes when there are many more first in storage, and that's what Nauta is moving around, etc. So Molly Michael has told investigators that first, he told her that Trump, he found out the FBI wanted to interview her, and he told her, "You don't know anything about the boxes." Now, the news reports are saying, well, that's a little ambivalent what he means. I don't see it, especially, they'll be able appropriately to ask her understanding of this. And, I think it's pretty damn clear. That means, you do know something about the boxes, and you're not going to tell the FBI, and you're going to lie about it. That's conspiracy to obstruct, 101. That is so down the middle, telling somebody to lie to the FBI. And there are other things that he told her. By the way, she is in the indictment. She is Trump employee number 2. Remember how, like, Tavares, the guy who lied first about his connections with Nauta and the like, is Trump employee number 4. Well, she is number 2. And the testimony is very strong. She knew. It also said that he was trying to hide it increasingly, and she told him, you sure you want to do this? So many people, including maintenance workers, knew otherwise. No, there aren't 15 boxes, and you're still claiming it. Are you sure you want to? She actually says that to him, and that turns over. That's also obstruction 101. She knows that he is basically lying to investigators, and tries gently to talk him down. The indictment charges this precise obstruction. It says that one of his acts of obstruction is he provided just some of the documents called for by the subpoena while claiming he was cooperating fully. So basically, you could prove this important part of the overall charges and obstruction, and there's also a conspiracy to commit obstruction with Nauta de Oliveira pretty much just through Molly Michael. She would appear to be a really credible witness who, goes down with him, realizes he's lying, turns over evidence to the FBI, tells the truth, and is very uneasy about it. But you can see, one of the actual, biggest pieces of evidence to argue about and talk about a closing argument is you don't know anything about the boxes. Really bad, just flat out obstruction from a guy who knows, and she knows he knows, and he knows she knows he knows. It's really just down the middle obstruction. And in that sense, it's going to be very incriminating, volatile testimony, and he basically has no way to rebut it. If he took the stand, which he won't, axiom number one, he could say something like, "I never said that," but really that even if he did so, I don't think it would strike a jury as credible. So this exchange and the whole kind of course of dealing after the subpoena comes, as detailed by Molly Michael, pretty much seals his fate on the obstruction count, it seems to me, particularly if, as she really appears to be on paper, she's the kind of credible witness who wasn't looking to inculpate Trump, wasn't given a deal to keep out of jail, anything like that, but is just a truth teller. And the truth is he was totally obstructing justice, exactly as alleged in the indictment. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.